think. Yeah, it was the first day of fall. Okay. Okay, no, I remember things. Welcome back to Stardew. Technically, this is going to be like the middle of an episode, but I took a break because I needed a break. And it is technically, I think, July 5th, technically, but thematically, I'm wearing my only patriotic shirt that I have. I've had it for about 15 years, which is why it probably looks a little special. Okay, first day of fall, focus. There's going to be so much to do. No. I understand the controls. Mountain Lake has been kind to me lately. I'd like to share my good fortune with you. Ooh. Sashimi. If I just throw that on the ground, then I can... Yeah. I feel like I need a red mushroom for something. Geodes in there. What's in here? Garbo. I remember this terrible organization system. Like this chest. Can I... Is that thing still? No. Oh, here we go. Okay, no. I need... You need to go over here. There we go. That's gonna honestly make everything better. Because I'm so used to like my foraging and like rocks and stuff being a lot closer. And now that it's way over here by like my food, it's throwing me off and I don't like it. Alright, let's... fruit. You go in there. Cheese. Nope. Crab go in fish chest. Trying to get my bearings. I'm like, where am I? What was he doing? And I knew I stopped in the middle of an episode because I didn't feel good the last time. Now it's just like, but I do appreciate that in Stardew, every season conveniently starts on a Monday. It's very nice. Eggies. Oh, maybe I want eggs for breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Like some nice eggs, scrambled, cheese. Oh, that organization system. I spent, what was it? It's been several days ago. But I took like a whole, it was a good hour or so just to organize all of my Minecraft chests and my ooh, almost knocked over the microphone. In my Minecraft nonsense world that I'm doing. I'm building a very big castle, so I've got a lot of garbage chests everywhere. And I took the time to finally build this big old room and have all these chests in them, and oh, it feels so nice. Okay. I think that is all my farm activities, so now I need to buy seeds. I want to put this up here with my eat stuff. So 2 pias. Let's talk to everyone. Getting supplies for the saloon. Pierre's got the stuff. Just love animals, blah blah blah. How much is this backpack? I need that, but it would only leave me 7,000 for seeds, and I don't know if that's enough. I don't remember. Okay. Pumpkin. $20 sounds like a good solid number. Corn. I have corn. I don't need any more corn. I forget that shift gets me all of them, or 5. Cranberries. Let's do 5 sunflower seeds. 5 of those flower seeds. What did you do? Because I feel like somebody needs those. Ooh, grapes. Just do 10 of those because they come back. See, now I only have 2,000. Seeds are important. Let's get ready with my scythe. Okay, carefully. Don't scythe the corn. Okay, I think I got grapes, right? Yes, I'll put the grapes here. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a weird gap in the middle, and I was prepared to run back to Pierre's to fix that. Let's do cranberries. How many do I have? I have 20 cranberries, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, cran grape juice. That sounds really tasty. I went through a phase. It's been a long time. I was in college, I think, where all I wanted was cran grape juice. It's a little sweet, little tart. We didn't have juice growing up because it was all sugar. Okay, I have... Let's put the bok choy. Oh, looks like past BB really thought out the 10 by 10. Or the rows of 10. Let's do yams. And what do I get? What am I thinking of? The thing that spooch the water for me? Sprinklers. When do I get sprinklers? Let's put pumpkins over here. And I've got 20 pumpkins, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. It's fine. I went to school for English. Okay, what do I have left to plant? My flower seeds. Let's put them in a special place. Right here. Why is that darker? Did I already water that? Am I losing my mind? Somebody likes sunflowers, don't they? Somebody in this tiny town likes sunflowers. I feel like I do this every time. Like you have the start of a season, and then I plant or like buy way too many seeds for like the amount of space that I have and energy that I can put out. Like I still have wheat and eggplants. I think eggplants are gonna go right here. Why do I... Oh, I bought the forest. Or I got the forest. That's what I chose when I made this save. I chose the forest. How does that work? Oh, because I made... oh, I'm dumb. Don't listen to me. Again, math, not my strong suit. Alright? Oh, I hate how that looks, but whatever. Nope, wine's done. Blueberry wine. Pet the dog. See, now I don't really have anywhere to put my wheat. Or my amaranth. Which is the only 2 things I have left. I mean, there was... Like, there's ground here, but... Because I chose the forest because I wanted animals. Right. Right. Oh, I almost knocked my microphone again. Water until I pass out, I guess. Or not until I almost pass out. Oh, so I went through a phase, right, where I was rough drafting like there was no tomorrow. Like, I think I rough drafted 3 different books. And none of them have since really garnered that attention for me. Like, none of them have been jumping out at me like, hey, draft me, revise me. So I've been finding it really hard. What are you doing down there, Mr. Goat? You, Mr. Goat? I guess if you want to sleep outside, you can. Oh, I can't see. It's very hard to see. But I've been struggling to find a project that really draws me in. And I was really hoping that, like, for the 4th of July weekend, because I have an extra day, I'd be like, oh, I could find a book and I could, like, use that whole day to, like, do stuff and get back into it. I played Minecraft. But I did also finish reading a book. I am smashing my Goodreads goal this year, knock on wood, because, like, I taught that class, so I didn't have time to really focus on a book, so I read instead. And, like, the book that I started, it's Curse of Saints, Saint something something. But I read that book. I started it on Thursday. It's Saturday. I read that entire book almost in 2 days because I could not put it down. It was so good. And, like, I don't even know where this book came from. It was just on my Kindle. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just read this one. Couldn't put it down. This one. Okay. There's all my stuff watered. So let's call it a day. 1,200. It's been better. Oh, and it's raining, so I don't have to water. Yes. Pet dog. Oh, thank you for the stones, Dad. Where am I putting my rocks? This one, right? Yes. Nope. I want to keep my gold star cheese. But I started reading this book, and it's fantasy, but it, like, with romance. I'm gonna call it romantic fantasy because, yes, the romance in it is part of the plot, and it wouldn't be the same if you took it out. But there's also, like, an actual plot going on. So it's like my definition of romantasy is a perfect blend between plot and romance. Like, there's plenty of fantasy plot and there's plenty of romance, and together they make the book, and you can't take one or the other out without changing the entire book. That is my definition of romantasy, and this book fit that description so well. And it did such a good job at creating, like, the tension between, like, the 2 main characters, the 2 love interests. Oh, it was so good. Okay, I am running out of room here. Let's sell these 2 eggs so I can put a duck feather in here. Ooh, oak resin. What does that go into? That goes into something. What does that make? Is it? No. Was it a cask? It is a cask. Oh, so I can make 2. Hi, everybody. I can't milk the goats, can I? Too young, okay. Like, they looked small. But what do I know? Boop, boop. Okay, what do I need for oak? Oak, cask keg. Iron, copper, wood. Wood. Iron, copper. Keg. Yes! Now what do I want to put in this keg? What makes the pale ale? Is it wheat? Corn. I am going to make a guess that it's wheat. I don't know if that's right. We'll find out. Oh, I have another keg too. Let's do a hops. Hops is beer. I think. I don't know enough about beer. What do I need to make another milk butter, cheese. I need 1 copper, 10 hardwood. I don't have enough of those. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put you in here. I guess I can go upgrade my... no, I can't. I don't have enough. Pam is thirsty. Pale ale. I need to find the mayor shorts to the bottom of the mine. Okay. So while this is... Right, hold on. Hold on. Ooh. What? Okay, I think I need to focus. Like, what are my next goals? What are my goals for this game? Because I feel like I get in here and then I'm just like, oh, planting, Then I don't have, like, a goal. I want the backpack. I want that 3rd row. So I need 10,000, I think it was. And I want more animals. Like, that was my whole point with getting the forest farm, was so I could get more animals. So I need to clear up and eventually, like, have 1 barn just for cows, 1 barn just for sheep, and have 1 ready just for piggies. So I need money. Put my seeds in there so that I can go to the mines. Well, it's rainy. Or should I go get fish? Are there certain fish that are only in fall? I think fish is the... I think fish. Fish, but... Fish! Fish, better choice. Oh, no, but this book, like, I picked it out of, like, all the books that I have on my Kindle, just kind of out of a whim. Because I think I had... Ooh! Hello there, bee. You showed up at the perfect time. Did I? It's our new special order board. Robin and I built it from scratch. Oh, Lewis, all you did was hold the nails. It's called supervising. Ignore her. Now let me explain. You see, with the fruit farm back in business, the local economies really picked up. Some of the local farmers have been asking for a way to source local ingredients for business projects, blah, blah, blah. It's a job board. Yes. Okay, yes. I'm just gonna skip this because I know. It's a job board. Ooh, can I just skip? Yes, I look forward to helping. Skip. I'm skipping it. Yes, I know. Job board. Tickets. Tickets get things. Incentives. I'm putting raisins in George's oatmeal, but he hasn't said a word. I wonder if he even notices these changes. Nothing. Albacore. Substantial level. 100 pieces of stone. Let's try the fish, because I'm going to go fish. Red snapper. No, with this book. I'm just like flabbergasted that this book stole my attention so much. Because I started reading it, and it was like, had a little bit of the, I don't know what words to use. Cliches, not the word I want. But then it kind of, it just kept going. But in such a great way that I could not put it down. I needed to know what happened. And there were like little things here and there that kind of like pulled me out of the book. Like, you know, when in fantasy, when something like really modern kind of happens. I've got a lot of sinus drainage going on because I didn't take my allergy pill yesterday. So yesterday was kind of bleh, and I'm feeling it today. And of course, they're harvesting. So I get a little bit of a rasp. But I was reading this book, and it's part of a trilogy. Book 2 is out. Book 3 comes out in August. And I don't know what my luck is this year and last year with, like, getting into series where the whole series is done, except for the last book, which comes out further down the road. But the book 3 in the Foxglove King trilogy comes out, I think, the 12th of July. I pre-ordered the book months ago, and I was told it would be here at the end of July. So yay. Oh, this book that I read, it was just so refreshing after like several, I don't want to say disappointing reads, but books that just weren't, they just didn't have that unputdownable effect. Like, I know I'm doing this as a reader. Like, I'm constantly looking for that next book that I can't put down, that next book that keeps me up at night, that next book that I would rather be reading than doing anything else. And this book was that for me. And it was just, seaweed. But what book did I, oh, it was, Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. I listened to it. And it's about this group of people that go up into like the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, blah blah. They get trapped. They're stranded. They're in like this cabin, and then people start dying. And like, oh, one of them is the killer. I didn't really like it. Like, I feel like the book was longer than it needed to be, and I guessed the killer from like chapter 2. Then like the rest of the book just kind of felt drawn out at times. Like, it kept talking about like, oh, there's spittle, all the spittle coming out of his mouth, all the spittle in his beard, and it's like, can you stop talking about spit? It's gross. And like, I feel like a lot of that book was that kind of horror that isn't like creepy, but it's just kind of trying to like kind of disgust you and disturb you. And it just, that's not the kind of horror that I enjoy. Like, I like the creepy horror. Focus, I'm focusing. I gotta focus on the fish. Fish? I'm gonna need you to fish better. Be a better fish. Ooh, I need that for something. But that book kind of... Oh, disappoint is a hard word. I did enjoy it. I did finish it, so it wasn't that disappointing. Because I wanted to know that I was right and, like, who did it. I wanted to know that my guess was correct, and it was. But I'm currently reading The Lord of the Rings, the main trilogy. And I finished The Fellowship of the Ring last week, I think. And I'm into the Two Towers. I think the point that I was at was Merry and Pippin had just met the tree person, Treebeard. And I think Google knows that I'm reading The Lord of the Rings because I keep getting all these things that are Lord of the Ring themed now everywhere, which is fine. It's, preferable to other ads. Like when Google realized I worked at an OB-GYN, they're like, every other advertisement was for like diapers or pregnancy tests. And it's like, this is not current to me. Stop it. But no, like after that feeling, like after you have kind of like a series of reads that are just kind of meh, then you have one that just absolutely blows you away. Like you weren't anticipating it being as good. Oh, there's such a feeling. And like after I read that book, like I couldn't write yesterday. Like I had the whole day basically to myself because I didn't go anywhere to do anything for the 4th. And I was like, I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to work on a book. That didn't happen because I was too busy thinking about the ebook because I read it on my Kindle. And I was just like, I need to know what happens. I need to finish this book. I need to finish it right now. I have an hour left in it. I got to finish it. And so like I was so preoccupied with that book that I couldn't do anything else. But I did after I finished it and I, digested it a little bit, because after you finish a book that just blows you away, you gotta let it settle. I did not immediately buy book 2, though I really thought about it. It's also like $8. I'm like, do I want to spend $8 or should I just read another book that's on my Kindle? Or should I just dive into the next book in the series so that when book 3 comes out, I'm ready? Those fish, was I talking? Oh, that's probably the albacore I need. But no, after I had time to kind of properly digest that story, I opened the project that I had started back in January and that I had pumped out like a 75,000 rough draft within like 2 weeks. And I went through the first 2 chapters. I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. Because I think why I can't find a project right now is all the projects that I have been working on, there's an albacore. They are at that point where they need to be moved from a rough draft into a first draft. Like this horror, romance, folk horror thing that I've been struggling with for several years. It needs a lot of work. Like, it's not even to the point where I feel comfortable letting like an alpha reader look at it. It's such a hot mess that, and I'm just not in like the mind space to be able to. Ooh, I was talking about books. No. Albacore. But I just haven't been in the mind space to rough draft. Like, I think I used all my rough draft energy the beginning of the year. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll just go back to this one, which is in a rough draft stage. Ooh, that's not going to happen on this bow. On this bow. Pole. Fish and pole. Or is it? Okay, no, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. just leave. Nope. But I haven't been in like the mind space where I can rough draft because like there's a certain amount of creativity needed, like a certain type of creativity needed to like build a story, build a plot, build characters. And there's a different kind of creativity that I need, specifically, I'm talking about myself here, that I need to take that rough draft and then mold it into a first draft. And then a different mindset is needed to like turn that first draft into like a polished second draft and so on. It's weird. Being a writer's weird. But it's like that one GIF, or I don't know if it's a GIF anymore. But it was an audio on TikTok for a long time where you'd have all these like book nerds like motioning to like stacks and stacks and stacks of books and bookcases, and like the audio was like, this could all be drugs. That is true. There are much worse hobbies to have. Trash, yay. Okay, let's do 1 or 2 more fishes. And I think also the reason, because I wanted to finish that folk horror romance. I'm just really not feeling contemporary right now. I'm really feeling like the fantasy element, like the high fantasy. How many eels do I have? Catch 10, I only have 2. Oh, I have 6 days. Okay, 1 more fish. Just 1 more. Just 1 more. 1 more chapter. Ooh, that's another thing that I had forgotten about just now. This book that I read in like 3 days, that I probably couldn't have read in a single sitting had I had the time. I think a part of like why I just kept reading was because the chapters were so short. And it was just so nicely sectioned out. Like each chapter gave me like this surge of like accomplishment. I'm like, that's so nice. Okay, now let's head back. It's almost midnight. And I've known this about myself prior to this, that I prefer shorter chapters in a book. Hi, Willie. I'm assuming because he's coming back at like 12 a.m. that he's also a little drunk. A true angler has respect for the water. Don't you forget it. But like slurred. I can't slur unless I'm actually slurring. Accents have never been. Oh, I've already jangled that trash can. Can't jangle a trash can in front of people. It's rude. 8 red slimes. I will accept it. Might not get it done, but I'll accept it. Alright, let's go back and sell some of these fishies. Can I sell the albacore, or does that erase my progress and my mission? Because I need money. Okay, I'm going to sell everything else, though. Do I need an eel? I feel like I need... Oh, I don't. Fudge, I need a sardine. I had a sardine. I do... Oh, I already have the eel. So I can... Boop, boop. Just put all that crap in there. And because I need the money, I'm going to sell my mayonnaise. Then I'm going to call it a day, alright? One more chapter. Blah, blah. I have never used the bait maker. I just buy my bait. Ooh. Not too bad, not too bad. And it's raining again. I like to give my cow special treats. Amaranth, there it is. I should probably plant a rare seed. Should I have planted that on the first? Seeds, where are my seeds? This is not gonna look pretty, but somebody chose a forest. Alright, let's go check on chickens. But there's always this thing after like I read a book that like I really, really like, where I have trouble working on a book of my own because there's that internal feeling of knowing that whatever it is you're writing is not as good. And I have always struggled with this. Doesn't matter how many books I write, doesn't matter how many books I publish, doesn't matter how many people compliment me on how good my books are. That doubt will always be there. And I was listening to a podcast by what is her name? The author of the Red Queen series. Oh no, what is her name? Oh no. Victoria Aveyard. And she was talking about how she's working on her next book, and she's a mega best-selling author, right? And how she was having this breakdown while she's going through this book that she's writing about how it's trash and how she's never going to be good enough, no one's going to like it, and how her husband pointed out that you have this freak out every single time that you write a book. And I'm just like, so, like, it's not just like a small author thing, like, it's an author thing. Like, it doesn't matter how big you are, how many books you've sold. Can I milk you now? Yes, goat milk! It means we have goat cheese. Oh my gosh, I love goat cheese. I think I convinced my parents to try goat cheese too. Did I pet you? There we go, that's what I wanted. Oh, it's so good too. It's so creamy. There's one place that we would go to eat, and they have a goat cheese burger. Oh, it's so tasty. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to not be all clustered together. Alright. Okay, now I think today might be a mine day. Or do I want to go see if I can get those albacore? I kind of want to go fish. I just feel like fishing. Ooh, I got some forage. Hazelnut. Oh, rock. Boop. I do wish there was an easier way to get to the ocean for my house. Oh, talking about plot, not plot twist, the podcast, but talking about just like podcasts in general. I've tried to listen to so many podcasts, and there's one podcast I tried to listen to, but oh my goodness. Like for me, it's the same thing if like with audiobooks. I need like it's the voice. If you have an annoying voice, I can't listen to your podcast. But oop, fish already. Nice. Was one podcast I tried to listen to. I think I might have listened to 5 minutes of it. Because it was all like this high pitched voice, and she talked like this, and I was about to stab myself in the ears. Like, oh my word. And like, they didn't like talk about anything like substantial within like the 5 minutes that I was to it. It was all just them just nonsense chit chat. I'm like, this is stupid. It's not even funny or entertaining. It's annoying. No, but I highly recommend if you like are interested in like publishing and like writing, definitely check out the Plot Twist podcast because I have listened to I think I think I started the third episode on my way to work when I don't feel like listening to an audiobook, and it's really nice. I like it. And I'm trying really hard not to start any new books because I think I have 7 books that I'm reading right now. Yes, yes, and most of them are fantasy, and I don't want to start a new fantasy not ebook, audiobook because I was listening to like sporadically to The Road of Bones, fantasy, high fantasy. And I don't really want to have to like focus on that one and also focus on like high fantasies I'm also trying to read, but I don't really want to listen to like a murder mystery in case it's as disappointing as the other one that I listened to. I could listen to like a contemporary romance or something. Or a memoir. Those exist. I don't know. I'm feeling podcast. But one of my goals this year was to read more books through audiobooks, and I have definitely smashed that goal so far. Because I have read several more books than I otherwise wouldn't have had I not had them on audio. Because it's so nice and refreshing to be able to like sit here and like play Minecraft or something that I can just kind of fall into and not worry about, and then have an audiobook going through either Spotify or I have the Chirp app too, and I have my big fancy noise canceling headphones. I say big and fancy. They are not big and fancy. They were on sale. But they work, and that's all I count. But I can have like them going. I can't hear Minecraft when I do this. But I mean I have subtitles on. It's Minecraft. It's okay. But no, it's really nice. Because otherwise I will have like a YouTube video up of like somebody playing a game. But no, Minecraft or some other cozy game where you don't have to think. Plus, like, audiobook, definitely recommend. Sea cucumber. Oh, I want to go sell my fish to the Wilster. Does he have a better fishing pole yet? Bobber. Shows what fish. I don't need to know that. Increases the bite rate when fishing. Adds weight to your fishing bar, preventing from bouncing off the bottom. I feel like I tried that and I didn't like it. Let's do... I know I was saving up for the backpack and I just spent my backpack money on a fishing pole. It's fine. This fishing pole will help me get more fish, thus more money to buy backpack. It's fine. More sea cucumbers. Yay! Is this another sea cucumber? Because it's not fighting back at all. Are there less sea cucumbers over here? There's just 4 o'clock, just the time of the sea cucumbers. Yay, sardine! Sardine, yay! But no, like, when I'm reading a book that I'm really, really into, I can't really focus on, like, what I'm writing, which is fine. You know, if you don't have time to read, then you don't have time to write. That's my favorite writing advice right there. Which is true, because the whole purpose of writing a book is because I love books and, like, the medium of, like, written word to tell a story. But I got back into this high fantasy romantasy that I had rough drafted beginning of January. Ooh, it's not a sea cucumber. Yes. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? It's polka dotted. The back cover was not polka dotted. I've learned a new power. No, I don't want to. Nope, nope. This away. But I got back into it. It's about this. It's set in like this icy north kind of territory, where the main character is a librarian at like this royal academy, and somebody breaks in, like gets through the wards and stuff, which is weird, and wants to look at like some like diary of like a saint of their world, and then like it kind of starts and like they together kind of unravel like these mysteries of the world, and it's very vague, incredibly vague. I know. I have a little blurb written on like the rough draft that I did. I'm finding it a lot easier on myself if I write. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, no. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to eat. I'll eat the sashimi. Can I fish my plum out? Is it my plum? No. It's fine. Albacore. That's like, what, 3? 4? I should have chosen the rocks. But I'm really hoping now that I have finished the book. Okay, well, my inventory's full. But I'm really hoping now that I have finished that book, I can more easily focus on my own book. Like hazelnuts? Are you allergic to hazelnuts? Thanks. Oh, Clint. Okay, such a shad boy. I needed the plum. I threw the plum out. Biscuits and gravy. It's fine. There will be more. So this is my things chest. Now, what is it I need for the fishing tank? Is it the sardine? It is the sardine. So I'm going to be putting sardine there. Everything else gets sold. Because I need money. Okay, wheat was the pale ale. So then tomorrow I can... Let me go... No, I'm going to put my old fishing pole there. Tomorrow I can go give gifts to people. I can give the goat cheese to somebody. Donkey? Yes. I'm not gonna make a lot of money. Nope. Not enough for a backpack, but it's fine. Okay, but that's probably gonna be booksellers in town. Cool. Enough for me, because I've been recording for an hour. And I'll have to smash this with my other Stardew. I might just make them 2 separate videos. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thank you for watching. If you have stuck through my Stardew playthrough this far, it's dedication. But I will see you in the next video. Whatever that is, whenever that happens, whenever I jump back into Stardew. And I hope your next book is a 5-star read that you can't put down, and that you haven't yet encountered your favorite book this year.